On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now. Okay, yes.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 207, recorded live on March 23rd, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly, and as always, we are joined by producer Tom.
Back in the chair, guys.
Back in the chair. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, to everybody saying, hey, I prefer more Tom because, hey, he's not as loud. He's not really a dick. Cool. It does hurt, but I'm happy people like you, Tom. And one guy was like, I liked seeing that Matt was nice enough to let Tom have that slot because Matt's loud and I'm not. I'm like,
what?
It's like a compliment turns just south.
Like a backhand compliment.
Yeah, really hurts. But it's all good. It's all good. He's my brother. Obviously, I want the best for him. Screw you, Tom. Anyways, guys, we are booked to 3:30 now. So definitely, if you want to be on the show, I recommend the Fast Pass. Just so happen that it costs $25 and it supports us directly, but also gets you to the next episode. We do have 2 Fast Passes on today's episode, and get this, we combined 2 episodes together to make one, so that way we're moving through the queue a little bit quicker. We did it last episode, we did it this episode, and we're trying our best. Obviously 3:30 versus 2:07, it's going to be a long time regardless, but we are trying our best to go on through. Choo we're getting on to the 3:30s.
3:30s. It's going to be a long time.
I might be dead by then. Yeah. Maybe 2019, depending if I slow down the show or something.
Like a 6-month hiatus.
Yeah, setup.com. It's a place to go for the Facebook group. Literally 200 away from 25,000. And then also, if you want to join swashin.tv/chat, that's our Discord. And then, I don't know, links in the description if you want to do shit. I don't care. But hey, Tom, we had a lot of setups, so what are we waiting for? First set of the day, submitted by David. David is 16, likes League of Legends and anime. Damn. My dude's got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual deck thing. What are they called? Dual disc. Hey, that's pretty cool. That brings back memories. And for some reason, my 2 brothers, not me or Tom, I'm not my own brother, but they're back in the Yu-Gi-Oh! For some reason. I
played a couple nights ago, actually, because one of them were bored. Yeah. And so I'm like, this sucks, because I suck at it now. It's I used to be able to cheat with everybody, but
I didn't even know what I was doing. I just like the cards that were holographic and shit. But hey, it's cool. It's coming back, I guess. Cool to put that on your wall. A lot of anime stuff that I'm not familiar with. I'm not much of an anime guy. God, what is that thing? That is like a guinea pig, or
something like that with a big tongue
and a goggles. Yeah, big tongue. What's up, bitch? It has a list. I'm the best motherfucker. So very odd setup nonetheless. But hey, covering up all the anime stuff, not because I hate it, but because I don't understand it. And yes, you already covered theme, which is great. But when I cover all the other stuff, I mean, you got a great monitor, headphone stand, great accessories, pretty good job with cable management other than, the headphone cable, which obviously, what are you going to do, man? You're going to, unplug it each time? No, that's bullshit. So you really did a great job. You got a little footstool and everything like that. It's straight to the point. I like it. I wouldn't really know what to do next. Maybe frame the posters, make it look a little bit nicer, but you don't really have enough real estate on the wall to do that, which is why you're starting to cover up the door, which I think is nice. It works. Not a lot you could do with it. It is a little weird, like people are pointing out, that you do have 2 mouse pads, one specifically for the keyboard, which is a keypad. And then he's got the one for his mouse, which, that's fine. It's just a little bit weird. So, you could add things down the road if you want to get speakers, if you want to, maybe a better webcam, things like that. But for the most part, it's just it works. You have anything you want to say about it, T?
I say maybe get matching furniture down the line. If you're going to get, 2 different brands of furniture, that's not, weird at all. I'd maybe just combine them, get a big desk to go along that whole side.
Yeah. Maybe like a L.
Yeah, something like that. Just
Yeah. Oskar, he's 20. He's got a kitty cat. We see him. Yeah, what's up, kitty? You set up for animation, digital art, and music production. He would love to fix what he called the disgusting wallpaper and floor. But he's actually going to be moving to a new place eventually where he will start with a normal room and normal furniture. Which, Tom, go to that third photo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is weird. This is really weird.
So cool though.
It's a contraption that his dad built a long time ago, and basically he's floating. So I guess if you have high enough ceilings, you want to have some extra storage, but still maintain full use of the room. So that's what happens. Apparently he likes to collect books, not him, but his dad. So that's all of like that stuff right there.
What is
so
this?
he doesn't have much control. Hitler. Oh my God. Tom, now they're going to write an article about us. But I mean, very interesting. So looking at the first photo, he said he plans on moving eventually, so I'm not going to spend too much time kind of like going into detail about things he could do. But I'd say for your next setup, boxes on the left, your 1060, things like that. Try not to show it off. Put it into storage if possible. All the various things on that left side. Try to keep it a little more clean. I don't know if that's like, it looks like you like to draw.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Because he says he does digital art and animation, but I would assume he also likes to do some actual on paper work as well. So make sure you have like a dedicated area to do that specifically. I don't know if you have a tablet to do all your little drawings and stuff.
Is that one right there?
Oh, that could be. Yeah, it could be like an actual tablet. I meant more like a drawing tablet, but you could still use that for the same thing. Because apparently they're amazing for that. But that would be really cool. Like maybe a dedicated area where you can do your work and it would work really, really nicely. Cable management's okay. You did all the work, but I feel like you could do a little bit more with what's going into the computer. But along the floor and all that, wonderful job. I think if you had an actual normal room, you'd be fine. But I think you did a great job with the setup itself, the LEDs and usability and the accessories. I think it's great. I just think it's hard to really like it. Given the rest of the room, I guess you could say. So it's nice, but once you move to a new place, I think you'll do 10 out of 10 and it will be a really killer setup. So until then, not much we can say. You ready for the next setup?
Let's do it.
Trapper. I don't know if I hope that's not your actual name because that's some Kanye West shit right
Trapper
there.
Johnson.
Yeah, but 13 years old, loves motocross and gaming and uses setup for school as well. Just moved into this house and plans on filling the walls eventually. He also used to play games. This is kind of sad. I want to bring it down for a second, but he said this and I just feel like it's worth noting. He used to play games all the time with his brother, but sadly his brother passed away 2 years ago. So I just want to say that's awful. Sorry for your loss, man. And
that sucks.
I'm sure that can't be easy, but hey, at least you are now gaming. I don't know how to like
turn game for him, bro.
He said it. I felt like it was worth mentioning, and it's terrible,
really
but there's no easy way to kind of like turn into back to talking about a setup. So really sad, man. But hey, your setup now looks really, really cool. I like what you're going for.
Is that my desk?
Yes, that is your desk.
It's a great desk, sir.
Yeah, it's a great desk, and you can tell it really helped with this cable management because all we're seeing is really the subwoofer cable and the printer cable, and that's it. You know what I mean? So what I would do with this setup, I think you have the layout pretty much perfect, except for I think you can make it a little bit easier if you were to. Now, there's two options here. You could put the Xbox onto the side table where the plant is, because I'm not really a huge fan of plants. I always say that, but I also don't think it really matches this setup because it's green and like it's just the white base. It's just weird. So I would get rid of that and I would stick the Xbox over there so it's more usable. And if anything, I would also put the PC on that side table because by doing so, you really free up that desk real estate. You can put your speakers on the sides where they should be instead of laying down, and it'll just help overall. I think it'll look really, really nice. And you could also put the lamp instead of on top of your PC. You could put it on the desktop itself, which would look good. A longer mouse pad's going to help a lot here because you don't have a lot of room to move your mouse around with. But I think you did a great job. Yeah, we don't like printers. Obviously, you need to use it. So I think that spot is more than fine for it. I think you really did a killer job. And since he said he just moved in, he does plan on putting stuff on the wall soon, which is ideal. But his other side of the room, I think I understand the door opens and that covers up that area. It looks like a lot on the desk. Maybe you can like put that on the wall and it'll help cover up the wire and stuff. Like that would look really, really cool. But it's a really nice setup nonetheless. Great work, but theme along the setup is crucial, and movement of the two, like the console, the PC, I think will help a lot because it'll kind of help you put everything in the proper spot. Bada bing, bada boom. Not bad at all. Next setup submitted by Eskil. Eskil is 12, plays soccer, piano, and collects Rubik's Cubes. You can use the setup for things like graphic design, music editing, and gaming. Oh, that's just special. So, cable management, what the hell? Really, honestly, awful. You're lucky I didn't give you a 0. I should have, but I thought, hey, at least they're all going into the corner.
Yeah.
You know, they're not going along the whole wall and everything. By the way,
is that a Stegosaurus climbing his monitor?
Yeah, climbing his monitor. It's actually a perfect angle for that.
Yeah.
Really, though, I mean, usability of everything is kind of for me. The monitor on the side is not perfectly angled. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Using the microphone in and out is going to be pretty hard, especially if you want to cable manage down the road because the cable is just kind of like... So, yeah, I see that being a problem. I would probably put, like, the microphone on the left side, really utilize that. Maybe come with a better way to display the Rubik's Cubes so they're not just sitting there. Maybe, like, a little shelf thing that goes up, and you can see the different, like, kinds of, like, I got a triangle, I got a square, I got a really small square, you know? Like, something like that would look really, really, really cool. Also, it must get really dark in your room. My dude's got 3 different bulbs going on throughout the setup. So, interesting, nonetheless. But also, normally when you have the Alex drawer, you have it all the way to the edge of the desk. But I can see why you decided to put it in the spot that it's at, because technically, if you look kind of closely, I do see a little bit of a warp happening to the desk.
Yeah.
You see that?
It's kind of hard to see, like
yeah,
a little bit.
Because he's kind of like paused it, if you think about it. By pushing the desk in, you're distributing the weight a little bit easier, so it's not going to do as much. But if you put the drawer all the way to the left side, that shit's going to be downhill like a slope soon enough. So definitely be careful. You might want to reinforce the middle. You could either bracket it to the wall with a 2x4, get an extra middle leg. Something to that extent is going to really help. But yeah, I don't see headphones. I don't see speakers. I would assume he just uses the built-in ones. Oh, actually, headphones are on the computer. HyperX, Cloud, probably 2s or 1s. I don't know.
Match the wall.
Yeah. What do you think, though? Theme? Yeah? No?
It's not. I mean, Rubik's Cube's cool and all that.
Dinosaurs
but,
are cool.
Yeah, dinosaurs are cool, but I don't think he wants them like for long term, like when he's 18 or something like that. So maybe take them down now.
Hey, tell that to the guys from Jurassic Park.
Maybe get a real fat head of a real dinosaur, not
or
like a
Chris
black,
Pratt,
or Chris Pratt, or just Chris Pratt. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you
Anyways.
need.
That's a good point. Good point. Lisa, 12 years old, likes to game YouTube. It's frogs with Z's. So here's the thing. I looked it up. I'm like, is Lisa a boy's name? Apparently it's not. So there you go. Lisa's a female, hopefully. Otherwise, I just made myself look like an asshole. Oh, no mouse pad on the last setup. Thank you, everybody in the chat for pointing that out. Okay, cool. So this setup, likes the game. Yeah, cool. We got that. It said a joke about the Alienware, said it was like $100. It was, I can play all the games. It was funny. They understand it's not like the most badass thing in the world, but I wouldn't have it like glued up against the computer like that. I'd spread it out a bit, give it a little bit of room, probably on the right side because you have a little bit more with the drawer there. That would help. And you can actually push the setup to the left a little bit. You should be centered to the opening. So see how your mouse pad's kind of overgoing on the drawer? That's fine, but of course we're nitpicking. That's what the whole show's about. You could go to the left a little bit more and it would be a little bit nicer, but I like that you have the Astros underneath. I like that you have the microphone, everything like that. I just feel like everything's a little squeezed up into this monitor segment. Push it out, let it get some breathability, and it will be just fine. As far as theme, Despicable Me's, God, I wish I could punt each one of those across the world into the middle of nowhere. Those things are the most... I've never seen one of them, but every time I'm like watching a movie or something, it's like... I'm like, shut up! I'm gonna kick your ass. But what do you think, Tom? Despicable Me's, you like them?
I think the calendar is fine right there. Maybe just
no. I'm saying, do you like Despicable Me's in general?
I don't care for. I've never seen the movies, so I don't care. But I think it's fine. I would get something that's better above because I feel like that poster doesn't match your color theme at all.
Yeah.
So
that's a little too real too. It's like shadows, and it looks like
it's something mellow and sad or something like that. I don't know.
But yeah, you're going for red. Get some red, pop it through. It'll look really, really nice. But until then, it's just kind of like all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a setup.
It works, but like there's no whoa. So
that salt lamp seems really messed up, doesn't it? Like, is that how you?
That's probably just the camera.
Okay, yeah, because isn't it usually like lit up like?
Yeah, the bulb probably doesn't distribute all the way through either.
Okay.
Someone else said, what kind of Disney fan are you? Well, DreamWorks does Despicable Me. So, yeah, I'm a pretty good Disney fan. Anyways, next set is submitted by Shoaib. I thought that's like funny, but like that's literally, he said that's how you pronounce it. So Shoaib, you set it for school, gaming, graphic design, and can't put anything on the walls, but plans to move in a few months. So kind of like, a scenario a lot of people deal with. He's probably in a place that they're renting and they can't necessarily put any holes in the wall and so on and so forth. So again, we're not going to spend too much time on this because they are moving. So there's not a lot to gain from critiquing. So for your next setup, I would just make sure to really throw a theme in there. You have some cool stuff on top. The big, what is that, the Thor hammer?
Seems like it.
Someone's gonna be like, that is not the Thor hammer, that's actually this, that, and the other. But you got Batman, dice, or die, or all that stuff. Headphones up there, not really the most. Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of room on your desk. Don't understand why it's not down there. Like, yeah, let me go grab my headphones. Yeah, I can't reach it. So not really understanding that. But hey, it's like a nice hutch. It's a nice setup. Same with the binder on top. That should be down on the desk. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, you don't want it on your desk, but hey, when it comes to usability, like if you actually need the binder, you have to go all the way up. It's a whole thing. So I think for future reference, I would just stick with a theme, throw it through. You have some cool stuff. The Thor hammer would look cool on the wall, whatever. But it's just it's a laptop setup. It's straight to the point. You have your printer. You have entertainment setup. It's very clean. It's very nice. Like, there's not a lot to hate on. I think it did a great job. There's not a lot of cables to work with. So yeah, I mean, sure, you got a good score, but it's not like you really had to do a lot of work to achieve that. So I think it's nice. It's to the point. But until you get to a new place, I'm not going to sit here and be like,
move the desk this way.
Yeah, this sucks. All right, I'm gonna have to tell you.
I think it's a perfectly fine setup. There's really like nothing wrong with it. Just like just add theme.
Yeah, just
do it.
Just add theme. Just do it. Don't do that, Tom. Don't. No, that is actually one of the memes that I hate.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I see it, I'm like, stop it. Anyways, next set of the day submitted by Ryan. He's 11. He loves the game. And also, Ryan, what the hell? I wanted to say this setup was amazing and has so much potential, and I can literally give you an amazing score, but the reason I'm not going to give you an amazing score is for the simple fact that you crammed everything into the corner on a huge, glorious desk. That desk is absolutely amazing. It has the perfect curvature, has a lot of storage. It should be absolutely perfect for what you're doing, but instead you said, no, I'm going to combine everything into the corner, and it's just not going to make any sense at all. So here's how you fix it. First off, the PC is absolutely awesome, but it's on the floor. It's right where your feet are. You're going to bam, 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 kick it with your legs. So yeah, not really gonna work for me, and it looks so epic that it makes no sense to keep it down there. So bring it on up, put it into one of the corners. Either side doesn't matter, whichever way works better for your cable management. But not only are you gonna be able to show it off and show the green off a little bit more, it's just gonna fill up that empty space. And in addition to that, you can breathe out those speakers, pull them apart. You have a phone dock that should be on top of a speaker, and the one speaker looks like it's drunk and needs help getting back home because it's like looking the other way. So spread it out, really make it work. I don't know why you really need the camera tripod thing for the webcam. The webcam could just go on top of the monitor, but if for some reason you're like going around your room like, hey, look at me, then that's fine. And then like the Newton's cradle, whatever the hell it's called, put that somewhere else, spread it out, give yourself a little bit more theme because the walls, they empty. You even have a cork board that's just
empty.
Yeah, and you have just like some random ripped streaks of paint and stuff. So definitely do something about that. But hey, did I just talk really fast for that whole critique?
And you nailed it.
I did. I'm perfect, Tom.
Next setup.
Oh, okay.
There's really nothing else. You hit everything on the head, and he just knows what to do now.
Yeah. Next setup, Ben 16. Enjoy skateboarding and filming stuff. Now it's funny. I submitted to be on my own show. I sent emails last night and I was like, hey, give us updated photos if you want to be on the show. Otherwise, I'm going to use your old photos. And he's like, okay, here you go. And this is what he sent. And I was like, oh my God, it's supposed to be better than your old setup. And then he was like, last minute, I shit you not, when I was putting this together, he was like, wait! He was like, take my new photos, I cleaned. So here we go, updated photos. So basically, he just cable managed, and like, I don't know, the PC. Made things make sense more, like the keyboard and all that. So I was just like, okay, cool, there you go, it's better. But hey, Darth Vader probably doesn't enjoy being there.
Get off the desk, Darth Vader.
That makes no sense. Like, I have the same Darth Vader helmet, which is actually a really cool helmet, but I can't even put it anywhere because it's just like a few inches too tall. And in this scenario, it's almost like pointless. It would have just been better for you to take it off the desk for the photo. I don't like it. I understand your trick, like, hey, look at me, I'm a Sith. Yeah, like, but lightsaber. I'm seeing people already saying, that they're not really a huge fan of the lightsaber, but I'm also seeing people say that they really like the idea. It's cool. But here's the thing. By doing that, you're not going to be able to put speakers there, which obviously you don't have speakers right now, but down the road, if you were to add that, it's going to be kind of a little bit of an issue. Also, like, headphone stand. The headphones would have to go under the desk. Does he have headphones right now?
I don't see them.
I don't see it, yeah. It would have to be under the desk. So just little things to think about there. Now, people are saying the monitors are too high. I think the monitors are fine. I think they aligned up very nicely. Good stuff. Not bad at all. My main issue, other than just like a few things on the, well, really, it's actually sticker bomb. Is that either a laptop? Is that? That's a laptop.
Yeah, it's a laptop.
Okay. He's got Charlie Brown on his keyboard. It's funny. And then like the second photo is really where I have all the issues. Like, sure, you did the cable management. It's nice up until the point where it spews out into the computer, but I don't know if that's the best spot for the computer. I don't like it there because I think about my legs going bam, kicking it just like the last setup. But also you have sort of this space between the wall and the setup and the desk where it looks like the PC would fit perfectly. And you also have the leg there, which it would run up the leg. And I just think that would make a lot more sense. So unless your cables are too short, I would do that. And then I would also get LEDs in the computer, so it actually lights up and follows the red. Because if you're going for Sith, got to do it. And also, I would get a strip to go behind the. I don't think there's any behind the desk, because that's just the. Well, I'm talking about the first photo, Tom. The lightsaber. That's what's giving off that red ambient.
Oh yeah,
lighting.
yeah, true.
So get some behind the desk, put some behind the monitor. And then bam, it would be like, holy shit. And then also, why is all your peripherals blue? Are you like not going for red now? Like, I don't.
Maybe it's like, dark versus light.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But it doesn't really work because there's more Sith than Jedi. And
then like, there's nothing about Star Wars on the wall, which obviously it's not it doesn't have to be Star Wars, but like it doesn't follow suit. You got Black Ops, and then also having that vent there, like that sucks. I know. Someone's gonna be like, just cover it up. Like, do you not understand what the vent's for, homie? So yeah, that just kind of sucks. But hey, it's a good setup nonetheless. Better than the last photo, that's for sure. I mean, what the hell were you smoking? But hey, it works. It's nice. It's good. Ready for the next setup?
Let's do it.
Next up of the day, submitted by Alex. He's 33, does IT for a living. He also has a YouTube channel, which you can find out on unboxingproject.com. And apparently, Pimp My Shed inspired him to buy his own shed and convert it to a studio. And I would definitely love to see the progress on that. He said that this is his desk setup in his house right now, which features a dock for his laptop when he works at home. He could pop it on, and then bam, he could use his full setup when he's working from home. But hey, as much as I want to say I love this because he's got theme and all that cool stuff, damn, that's not how you use monitors. Like, and I know, like, he's probably going to fix this, but the thing is, the monitors, they got to touch, and they can't be at different depths. Like, this one's further back. That's not going to be easy to use. I mean, maybe there's reason behind it with the way he works, and he needs...
Well, he's in the chat right now, so maybe he'll say what the
maybe
monitors
he
are
can
for.
explain what he's doing. A lot of people are saying it's like a lot, it's too much, I saw multiple people actually say it's too busy, right? Look at that, it's like 3-4 people right there.
It's not busy at all.
I think what they're probably referring to is, I mean, think about it, the wallpaper is usually covered when you're using the computer, so you don't have to be worried about that. The back piece that I think is actually freaking epic, I think it's perfect. Like, I think that's really, really cool. And for some people, they might have a hard time focusing, but those are also the people that complain having ambient lighting is too much for them. Like, okay, your brain's probably a little too small, I think it's fine. I actually like it. I think it helps a lot. But maybe you're referring to the computer PC wallpaper, which in that case, obviously, it's not always on the screen. So yeah, I like it. And someone just said, I like it. It's loud, but not overwhelming. Perfect. I think that's a great way to describe it. But yeah, I think that my main concern is the arrangement of the monitors. I think no matter what you do, it doesn't make sense. They should be touching. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. So yeah, as far as everything else, pretty good, pretty nice. The second photo, the desk, yeah, I mean, it's seen better days in certain aspects, but I also like that the computer fits perfectly in there, and I think the desk does what he needs. Also, the cable management in the third photo, that just goes to show like that right there.
That's
is
how you
quality.
do it.
Yeah, he's got the grommet holes coming out of the back, feeding into different raceways. Whether it's adhesive or hot glue, whatever he's using for the power bricks, they're all lined up very nicely. All the cables have a certain home to go to, and I just think he did a wonderful job with that. Really, really quality right there. Now, there's not a lot to say about this setup because it is in sort of like a certain area, which, he's got his headphones mounted. And I believe that's some backup storage, which that's a really cool idea for it. And the microphone, like, I would just say, my biggest complaint is having the laptop there, but knowing that he uses it for when he works from home, what am I going to say? Like, quit your job? Like, it's just not, but I think it's good. It maybe a mouse pad, would help, and add a little bit more color. You get the one with like the red brim like we just saw in the previous one. That would look cool. But I think my main thing I can't look past is the monitors. So move the middle one a little bit further back, bring the other ones closer, and it'll be quality. But it's a really cool setup. It's really unique, and that's what I liked about it. And it definitely has theme, whether people think it's too busy or not. So you have anything you want to say about it?
No, you did a great job.
I know I did. Thanks, Tom. Trevor, he's 13. He uses setup for school and gaming. The setup is under his bed where all the monsters are. He doesn't use setup a lot, but he still wants it to be clean and nice because he actually, get this, he actually has a life. He like does sports and like
such a weirdo.
Really, that's kind of weird. But here's the thing: setup super simple. I like it. Okay, next setup. No, just kidding. Really though, like I'm not a big fan of boxes. I think he did a pretty good job utilizing the shelves to the right side, but I think you do a little bit more with it. You have the little helmets, like the one dude's a skull. That's crazy, homie. It's cool. Maybe a little bit more with that to display it, but hey, it really is simple. I think it did a good job. Cables, there's not a lot to it, but you still kept them above and hidden. So really, really nice. Just straight to the point. There's not a lot to hate on. Really, Trevor, you did a wonderful job.
There's a lot of different colors going on. That's one thing I would say. You got green wall, but then you got like Stranger
Christmas.
Things is red, and then blue mouse, and it's just like maybe choose a color theme. But you can't change the wall color probably. So maybe just stay within that for now and just hope that you get a better room or something like that.
Yeah, and it's a really cool under the bed setup, so not bad at all. Someone said, where's the storage? Well, he has shelves to the right, he has shelves to the left, he has a drawer under his keyboard. I think he has storage for sure. Not a bad setup at all. Really like it. But the next setup, Joey, 17, does a bit of PC gaming, but mainly console gaming. And you use setup for simple things, just media consumption.
Simple things,
yeah. And he likes Tootsie Rolls, which, hey, man, I do like Tootsie Rolls too. That's we're on the same page here. So, really looking at the first photo, you can see the cable management is not ideal. I do not like, which I would assume that's just a sound bar overhead. I don't like that. I really don't. That's not a sound bar though. I think that's a heater. Is that a heater?
It looks like it has like
is that
buttons,
an AC?
like,
what the hell is that?
I have no idea.
I've never seen a sound bar that has like a LED panel, LCD panel in the middle.
That's weird. I don't know. It seems like a sound bar.
It looks like you could put like a temperature on. Like it's probably something.
Because he doesn't have speakers, so that's
what the hell is it, guys?
And the keyboard, everybody's saying something about the keyboard.
The keyboard looks like it's from 1954. What the hell, dude? But really, someone just said it's a soundbar. Yours has a screen. Maybe I'm just new to the game when it comes to soundbars. I've never really owned. We have a soundbar up there I've never touched. Really though, that's an ugly ass soundbar. Plus, doesn't that cover up where the sounds come? Like obviously, very little portion, but unless it's too dry, I don't. Whatever. I don't like the soundbar there. The cables are all over the place. I don't like that. He's going for 2 primary monitors, which is fine, but it's just like I don't know. Especially when the monitors are off, it hurts the photo so much more.
Yeah.
Now this could just be the angle, but in the second photo, it looks like it's going on a little bit of a curve there, right?
Yeah, I can kind of see that more definitely in this photo than the other one.
I think you definitely need to reinforce the middle, regardless if it is dipping or not. It's just a precaution. You know what I mean? But yeah, when they put an Apple sticker on the PC, they mean business. So. Dude's pretty good.
Dude thinks it's a Mac. That's what he thinks it is.
Yeah, he really does have a lot of storage, which is nice. It's just an okay setup. I think there's not enough desk real estate to use it the way you're looking to, because you have so many different things on it. You have the controller and the console and then Tootsie Rolls, and like, it's just a little too much. But I think if you're able to mount those monitors, bring them up a little bit, hide that sound bar, you could put like the controller underneath. I don't know. I feel like it's an okay setup. Not a lot I could really say. Better peripherals. Well, the mouse is great. That's actually, I'm pretty sure that's the mouse I have. But like a bigger mouse pad, better keyboard, no Tootsie Rolls, no cup, little things like that. You have a controller stand where one controller is not even on the stand. Like, what are you going for there? So, not a lot to say there. You have anything you want to say?
Nope. No theme.
Next setup. Hans, 16, likes to game and edit pictures. So, so first off, second photo, T-Fizz. Look at underneath, thanks to the LEDs, because he didn't send us a direct cable management photo, but busted. We see it. Yeah, cables are not great at all. So definitely no bueno, señor. Por favor, mis amigos. Next, the first photo. Out of sight, out of mind. This is a great example of it not being good. Out of sight, out of mind is basically it's okay to have things on your desk as long as you're using them on a daily basis. But most of the things on his desk, no. Also, you should have different accessories like, a headphone stand. That's going to help a bit. A laptop dock station or something to that extent would be perfect. Controller. You don't need a controller stand for everything, but I'm just saying like a better spot for the controller. It should just be cleaned up a little bit. And like the hat on the left side, that could definitely go in a better spot. Whether you like want to hang it on the wall or something like that, there's a lot of cool different things you could do. My voice is like getting all weird now. But it's an interesting setup. A lot of weird stuff up on the wall, but I want to assume that that's like from projects that you've done, maybe?
I'm guessing, yeah. He's got Snapchat. Like you can, hey guys, follow him on Snapchat.
Oh yeah, shit. Hit him up with a follow, yo. Go send him a little picture. But yeah, I think like the way he's displaying the I don't know, it just looks almost like it's his work, but I don't know if it is. Just a lot of random shit needs to be cleaned up for sure. It's a nice setup, but it's just too cluttered and random for me. The walls need to be kind of configured, You agree?
Yeah, I feel like I wish that the L desk worked properly, because like it's definitely not an L desk, just two desks just like next to each other.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
Just doesn't look right. Maybe if you got like an actual L desk, you can organize everything a lot better.
Yeah, spray, because it doesn't meet the way it should. It's like different height. Yeah, very weird. Next setup submitted by Ben. He's 21, likes to game, program, create music, and he also loves hockey. And he wants to put his Xbox and TV receiver under his desk, but he's not sure how to do that. Well, here's the problem. You have Linmon, which, yes, Linmon is a great affordable desk, but it is made of human feces. So if you actually try to drill something into it, it's just going to give up. It's just going to give up. It's not really going to work the way you want. So I understand the frustration there. You can get another little storage thing. Doesn't have to necessarily be the Calyx or whatever that is that you have, but just a little something. Like you can even build it out of wood, make it black. That has 2 levels to it, and put it there under the desk, and I think that would help quite a bit. But I also think actually putting in one of the open Calyx portions of the shelving unit would be perfect. You can have the Xbox in one, and then you could put the TV receiver in the other, and it would be perfect. I think it would be perfectly fine. Yeah. As long as the cables are long enough, but I'm sure if it's just HDMI and whatnot, you could easily get that situated. But as far as the actual setup itself, cable management, ooh la la, señorita, oh my God, it's so good. Look at in the third photo specifically to see the zip tie usage, the Signum, just quite amazing.
It's weird because you kind of see like I guess he did cable management again, because you see like the cables poking out in the first photo, but I guess he did cable management. Yeah,
he sent the cable management photo at a different time, so that's probably why.
No, you fixed it. Great job.
Yeah, good job. TV, I always like to see him angled down, but I don't know the circumstances of the placement of your bed and such, and I'm assuming that's what that's for. Wish the wire mold went up a little bit, so you kind of hide that little bit of itty-bitty cable, and it was also a little bit longer for the bottom part because it kind of like cuts off right before the desk, but again, nitpicking. It's a great setup nonetheless. You have tons of different accessories, headphone stand, all the FM, awesome, Fantex case. I love that. I used to have the exact same one until I threw it out the window because I felt like it. That's the same one I brought to the park. Remember that, Tom?
Wow.
Good memories.
It's great times.
Yeah, it's the time I was memed as the fat boy that brings his computer to the park. But yeah, everything else about it is super nice. I don't like the whole 2 laptop thing. I would assume that's more so showing off than anything.
Definitely
kind of like,
off.
Yeah, suck my ass, homies.
I got a Mac
what
and
I got.
a Windows.
Yeah, I got Windows and Mac, bitches. You want to?
And he's got his chump change. You see his chump change? He's like, I got chump change. Boy.
And sometimes he's bored. He just knocks over. He's like, I'm too rich for this shit. Bam. But no, really, like, I don't know if that's just like, that's how it is, whatever. I don't know. But really cool room. I think theme is the only thing you're lacking, right?
Yeah, but really, he doesn't have a lot of like wall space from what we can see, at least. Maybe off to the left side, but it might just be like off-centered in that
left
way.
side and above the Xbox.
Okay, yeah.
Especially if you move the Xbox, yeah. Just like, I don't know. It's very contrast, plain, simple, color sucked out of it. So maybe if you wanted to go and like punch a big color in there, like in your computer case, looks like you have a hint of red. Or that's not even red. That's like pink. White, yellow, pink. Yeah, something. Oh. Okay, somebody like knocking on the shed.
Oh, I thought that was you.
That was not me.
Oh god,
this is a ghost. We're gonna die. But yeah, maybe just like a color that's just like bam, and just like bring it through the setup a little bit through the LEDs on the keyboard, things like that. LEDs behind the TV, behind the monitor. That would really help. But aside from that, I think you nailed everything on the head. You did a wonderful job, Ben. A wonderful job.
Great job, Ben.
Hey, let's go to Ben's. Not Ben. We just did Ben. This is Tyler. He's 14 years old, and this setup is insane. He wants to add a TV to where the Maze Runner poster is, okay, and maybe even a projector, okay.
Because he's 14, he's got so much
he's
money.
got mad stacks, and he also said he feels like he's at a roadblock with what to do next. Damn, I feel that, homie.
Sucks being roadblocks.
Yeah, really though. Zoom in on the setup. This is interesting. He's got a Mac. It's running Windows. And he's got Razer peripherals. My dude is looking to start a fight. My dude's going to piss off the comments. All right. He's got a MacBook on the side, but he's got Windows running on his Mac with Windows peripherals. Razer, nonetheless. I mean, my dude is really starting to fight. So drop a comment down below and let us know why you think Tyler is either awesome or a dick. Because we know it's going to really divide.
He's 14.
No, I know, but there are going to be people who are like, listen, Tyler, okay? Macs are specifically for Mac, okay? Operating system only. So, yeah, I would love to see what people have to say. But, yeah, I think at first a lot of people don't realize that. And I think if he had something that covered up the bottom aluminum portion of the iMac, it would be really sick. Like something black, carbon fiber, and then like people won't even, unless they know what they're talking about, they're not even going to think that that's a freaking iMac.
That's true, yeah.
And they're going to feel real stupid. But having the iMac really helps a lot because you don't have that big ass computer tower that needs to go anywhere. It's all in one, which I think is a really smart idea. So I think it's definitely interesting. I like the idea here. Now, what I also like is I kind of get a movie theater feel with the way he has the posters done.
Definitely.
He's got the overhead lights. They look a little more dimensional, like they're popping off the wall a little bit thanks to the shadows and stuff. Really epic. I really enjoy what you did with that. And I think the shelf in the corner is like the perfect amount of stuff. He's got some pop vinyl, one pop vinyl, he's got some books, but it all fits and looks absolutely awesome. I think he did a really cool job with it. And the one LED bulb up in the corner was like, bam, just a little bit of like,
shoot it off the wall, baby.
Yeah, you like that? He's got red peripherals, blue LEDs, the red light in the corner, really just a good blend of colors. I think it's amazing. And I definitely agree that the Maze Runner poster, as awesome as it looks, it is screaming for a TV or a projector. Whatever you think would be better. Personally, I don't really care.
I'll get something that mount so you can swing it around so you have it at your bed.
Yeah,
that's
so a TV would be better.
Yeah,
that would honestly be a really good idea. You'd have it. You could use it at your bed. You could use. I don't know how else you would watch the TV though. You'd have to come up with a better seating solution.
Just stand there and just stare.
Yeah, because like you have a pretty normal, decent chair. Like that'd be just weird. Like. I love it. Yes, it's so good. You probably have to get like one of those big, either like a futon on the other end or like a beanbag chair or some shit. But it'd be cool because you also tilt it down and so on and so forth. But I definitely agree that would help a lot. And maybe like a docking station for the laptop because you're not using it when you're at your setup. I would assume you're using that on the go. So maybe just something that kind of stands it up so it looks a little bit cooler. You'd always get like a skin for it, something that's red or blue, something that adds to it.
Yeah.
But what do you think, T?
It's weird because like the orange, like the two-tone wall with the gray and the orange, it works because like even though like there's different colors on a setup and like in that corner, it's weird that it works that way. I just find that so interesting. Like usually different colors all around the setup doesn't work, but it works in this setup for some apparent reason.
Yeah,
that's what I like
funny.
about it.
Beforehand, if he didn't have any of his setup stuff in there with any of the LEDs, I think that color looks really cool because if you look at his bed, he's got the orange, he's got the gray. Yeah. It's just a really cool combination. So definitely. I like it, and I agree it definitely works even with all these other random colors. So not bad at all. So hey, a lot of people in the chat seem to like it, and they have a lot of ideas. So if you're watching on YouTube later on, leave a comment and let him know, Tyler, what he should do. But he's 14, and I'm sure everyone hates your guts. So speaking of 14, Brady is our final step of the day, and he used a setup for gaming, working on getting his own PC soon. For now, he does not have a PC. He's going off of his laptop apparently, so that's cool. But no, nothing wrong with that. So or actually, I don't even know if he has a laptop. I don't know.
I think he does because that's not like
I'm trying to see where the laptop is unless he has it hidden. Regardless, let's kind of discuss what he's going for. He's got, I guess we'll just say this first. The cable management, having the poster board there. We've seen it. It works. But we can see just like what the cables look like behind there. It's just, it's cheating. What's your stance on it, Tom?
I feel like if it was just higher up, like I wouldn't care. But just because you can see it, it makes it like... Damn it, dude.
Yeah, like, come on.
So close.
Yeah, it's so easy to fix too, but like I understand if you really don't care enough, because from far back, I'm assuming you're not going to be able to see it. So no worries there. It's just, you got to understand where I'm coming from. It's not like a 10 out of 10. It's more like an 8 out of 10 just cause. And it's cheating, but whatever, what are you going to do about it? So, yeah. All right. Taking a look at the setup, it's actually pretty interesting how he did it. He has the left side, which is like the Xbox side. He even has the power adapter there, which if you're going to have that poster board blocking everything, drop the power brick down, bro. Like we don't need to see that. It takes up desk space. And that shit also gets hot. So, put that down on the floor. The right side is like the PlayStation side. He's got the PlayStation VR, which has its own little thing, which is annoying to have. Trust me, the PlayStation VR is like honestly, I'm not a fan. I think it's kind of crap. But
yeah,
the controller stand and all that, and then he's got the headphones on the wall, and like really cool how he kind of made this his. I like it. But my one critique was it takes up too much desk space having all that shit. So if you're able to come up with like the left side, for instance, can house all of your console stuff, that'd be really cool. But it also scares me. You probably can't put too much on the left side or right side. Well, probably more so the left side because it literally is like a Linmon top.
Just on top of
a small desk. Weird. Yeah, with little storage bins holding up one side and then like another storage piece on the other side, which really isn't holding it up other than the books. You see how he's got 3 or so books on the right side there? That's what's holding up the right side. So
and it's 2 different tabletops too.
Yeah, so it's just very odd to me. You have almost like 5-6 different pieces of furniture creating the desk.
Baby, that's how you do it.
Which, I mean, granted, that's really smart, but they also make legs for the Linmon that are $4 each. And by doing so, you won't have a... you're right. It's split in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what the...
It's just weird.
I could just see that being an issue, but you get one Linmon piece, 4 legs... And you can even get the Alex drawer, and there you go. It just looks like a little bit too much. That's one thing I wasn't a huge fan of. I didn't even realize the split in the middle until you said it. But I think the other thing I'm not a huge fan of is having the keyboard where it is, because I think about usability. So, for instance, if we go full shot on me real quick, I'll do a great demonstration here. So we have a laptop right here. It's right in front of me. And the idea would be if I had a keyboard and mouse, which normally I'd have the keyboard right here, and I'd be typing, and then my mouse would be off to the side, and I'd be like, I love it. But the way he's doing it, he'd be like, well, at least it looks thinner if you combine both. It's just weird to me. I don't understand how that's comfortable. So that's what I would say about that. Definitely an extended mouse pad would look nice, but I think nonetheless it works. I would just slide it over, which then becomes an issue because then the mouse pad would have to go underneath the PS4, which is why I think it's a little bit too much for what he has. So a better way to store it, which here we go. This is a great idea. Instead of having the storage bins on the left side, which looks great, you can always put them on the right side and then get rid of that other piece. I would have a 2-shelf little thing on the left that has the PlayStation stuff on one level and the Xbox stuff on the other. Boom. Still usable. You can still touch it. It's easy to do. Still showing off, but it doesn't take up desk real estate, which is sort of your issue here. Yeah?
That's you definitely hit it on the head. I love the theme. I love everything else about the setup. Like, you have the blue walls. Can't really do anything about that, but you add some like cool red, which kind of works for the setup. So I think you just have to actually get a desk, and just find some solutions for cleaning off the desktop.
Yeah, he also loves water bottles on top of his bed frame.
Yeah, we don't worry about the bed.
Well, I just said this. I see it.
Where's the bed now? Where's the bed now in the shop?
What the? Yeah, no, definitely it's like a baby blue, sea blue kind of look, and then all of a sudden it's like dun 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 dun. Dun. Okay, it's like very like Darth Vader feelish. But yeah, hey, I like it, man. Definitely the great addition to your setup, having 37 pieces of furniture make your desk. But really, no, cool setup, man. I think you could definitely keep improving it, and I look forward to seeing that. But now, David, 84, Oskar, 74, Trapper, 78, Eskil, 62, Lisa, 76, Shoaib, 74, Ryan, 64, Ben, 80, Alex, 82, Trevor, 76, Joey, 64, Hans, 60, Ben, 88, Tyler, 92, Brady, 86. I think we were very fair with a lot of those setups.
Definitely, yeah.
They got higher scores than they should have, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. But yeah, there we go. That was an action-packed episode, and looks like we're coming in at about 45 minutes. So I'm probably going to jump off a bridge because I was hoping for it to be a lot less than that. But that's just what happens when you try to combine episodes and you get fast pass. You're just trying to be a good guy. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode number 2. I always want to say 207. We're live on March 23rd, 2017. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter. I'm Matt Philly. Thomas Philly at Thomas Philly. Go figure. We both have really awesome usernames on Twitter. And that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on Sunday with a guest host. Oh my God. Okay, see you later.